Let me give you an analogy. And I already have the idea in my mind. Existence must be necessary to the idea.
Advanced simplicity takes hold. You'll find the truth from things of old.
I have an idea in my mind. I have an idea in my mind that a triangle exists. The idea in my mind. But the angles of a triangle do not add up to 180 degrees. Think about it. I have an idea in my mind that a triangle exists. But the angles of a triangle do not add up to 180 degrees. What's the conclusion?
We are on the road, suspending judgment until the truth is known.
Think about it.
You will find peace within, in the midst of all these troubled souls.
I have an idea in my mind. What's the conclusion? You don't know what a triangle is. Or you're flat out contradicting yourself.
Advanced simplicity takes hold.
You're flat out contradicting
You'll
yourself.
find the truth from things of old.
You don't know what a triangle is. Or you're flat out contradicting yourself. Just as it is necessary for a triangle to have 180 degrees. What's the conclusion? You don't know what a triangle is. Or you're flat out contradicting yourself. Think about it. It is necessary for a triangle to have 180 degrees. That is a necessary property of triangularity, triangleness.
We are on the road, suspending judgment until the truth is known.
Think about it.
You will find peace within, in the midst of all these troubled souls.
Therefore, the fool is in a self-contradiction. He violates the principle of non-contradiction.
There's no end game in mind.
Therefore, the fool
It's only the truth that we seek to find.
violates the principle of non-contradiction.
There's no end game in mind.
The fool,
It's only the truth that we seek to find.
therefore, the fool is in a self-contradiction. He violates the principle of non-contradiction. He simultaneously says, I have an idea of God, and then I don't have an idea of God.
Everyone must see it for themselves. The truth is there for you to find.
Think about it.
And we are live. I love that tune.
It's so awesome.
Yeah. Wait till we will. Who will? Wait till that one comes. It's going to be another classic. But that one, definitely. And we're going to do our final one for the Western Introduction to Western Philosophy with Hillsdale course, with the Professor featured in that. What's the song? That'll be the last one of this particular thing, so we'll have to have a discussion about what we do after that and all of that sort of stuff. So come on in, click on the Discord link, come and join us. We are going to be going over the philosophy course from Hillsdale College. It's been great so far. So if you want to get involved with it, Discord, that's the place to be. Definitely not for people like Paid Nasser Shill. I've been having some really good fun with some really good arguments that we've developed. So if you want to learn about those, and they're like dynamite, really. You've got to be really careful with these arguments, how you use them. There's a specific time to bring these sort of things up. It's not, we don't really want them getting into the wrong hands. Because you can nutsack a few people with this sort of stuff. But still, if anybody does want to come into the Discord, you might be exposed to some of these arguments, some of this logical thinking, this logical thought patterns. If you think you can handle it, this is definitely the Discord for you. Come on in. How much time have we got? What we're doing is sort of letting you into what we have actually been doing, and turns out that it's a lot of this philosophy, but modern philosophy, obviously, because of the conditions that holding contradictory thoughts bring up, cognitive dissonance and the likes. It blends into a like a psychology element to all of this as well. There's a sort of go hand in hand when you get to the true crazy part. I've been learning about it because obviously this is a practical way of understanding this. I mean, I don't even think this is the sort of stuff that you'd experience within college or that sort of structure. This is practical logic and getting back to natural thought. I'll keep bringing this up. The natural thought is the thought that you don't have to check yourself on. It's your natural instincts, and then other people manage to persuade you, modern times, to swap it to a different line of thinking. Perhaps you should be thinking that you were wrong to think like that type. I'm going to call that natural thought. And what we do here is to you align that with reality using practical logic, where you can follow the steps. We make them as simple as possible. Advanced simplicity. So the idea of where we are going to be going forwards from this is giving everybody the benefit of our experience. But I mean, that still needs the ability for us to communicate. And it normally is better if we communicate through talking to each other rather than text chat, because that gets a little bit tricky. And you never really know whether you're talking to somebody or somebody's running stuff through Chat GPT just to come up with replies. It's not really my sort of thing. So please do come in and have a chat. We're just normal people and we all learn from each other. See, we're going over paralogisms yesterday. The only way you know of a paralogism if somebody points it out to you. And for that, I think what we're seeing around here is there's not a lot of people that want to point those things out, because it comes with some sort of an attack, asking why you were questioning, and I don't know. So we don't do that in this Discord server. There's nobody hypercritical of anybody else. It's all about the discussion. And I think you'll find that most people around here are genuine people. So if you feel yourself genuine, want to come into the Discord, let's talk about some philosophy, some modern day philosophy. not these old guys. But I mean, you have to learn from the old guys to understand the thought patterns. I think to be able to delve into these areas, it's challenging. Asking yourself questions, being able to justify things to yourself, asking yourself, what do you know? Where did you get that information from? How do you build your framework of knowing things? People do know things, but who knows? You don't know what you do know. I like that statement too. I think I was going to go on a t-shirt, that one, I think. Once we get in that. So tonight is modern, postmodern C.S. Lewis. Let's see what he can do to bring it all back, because after him, who is it?
Yeah, this is the last. It's kind of the last pushback, right, against what we've seen in the last several philosophers that have been treated here. So we'll see how. Well, I think everybody knows how well it turned out, but anybody that's C.S. Lewis fan might enjoy this. So
yeah, I'm quite interested. Like, because what is after this guy? Because you get into the times of, you imagine in the times of Kant, when Kant was around making up his stories and fantasizing about stuff, everyone around him wasn't thinking like Kant, right? The philosophy of that time wasn't what Kant was thinking. So there's all sorts of other people that were living at the time of Kant that have no idea who Kant was. They might have thought him a bit mad.
Yeah.
Could have thought him that crazy dude that's just scribbling down stuff. Keeps talking about transcendental whatevers. So those people at those sort of times, when you relate that to these times that we're in, who do you look to? There is only you. You have to have your own ideas of what you're thinking of. And if you've never thought about it, then come on in. This is the place to delve into the first steps of wondering what you know and where you got it from. Because when it comes down to it, nobody really knows anything. Especially in this arena. There's no experts on the shape of the earth. I mean, it's not really like a specialist subject. I've never really heard anybody do that in these quiz things. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And what's your specialist subject? The shape of the earth. Oh, very good. What could you know about that? Is there a university course or something anywhere?
Could you actually imagine the look on someone's face if you actually had that conversation? Yeah. It would be that one GIF that's around from the movie The Big Lebowski, where he's standing there,
yeah,
stirring his drink with this puzzled look on his face, like, "What? The shape of the earth?
That's what you're best at, right? That's your best quality. You know the most about that. Wow. Wow. So click the link, come on in. It all happens in the Discord, right? It doesn't really happen in the YouTube. The Discord is definitely where it all occurs. So please come in. I was thinking that we may be able to expand, but I don't know. I don't think there's anything better than Discord, to be honest. You can share screens, and everyone can share screens. Anyone can talk. It's just a very good platform. People put the cameras on. Come on in. Discord's not a bad place. Well, it depends. There are other places that you may have been put off Discord with. But this, I promise you, this Discord server is not like that. This is about genuine discussion. Trying to learn basic arguments, basic argumentation. No bias. We try to not have any bias. No paralogisms. If you spot any, come in, point us out.
No angry outbursts.
There you go. Hopefully not, anyway. Not by any of us lot.
Yeah, not from us.
No stress. There you go. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, no stress. It's just a fun place, like a little pub. Really. But no drink. Don't come in drinking. Don't drink in Discord. That doesn't.
No, that never goes well.
Yeah. But like a pub with no drink. If there's such a thing. Jackie's attacking the entire UK and Jamaican reggae scene. Nice, I like it. I can imagine that. Some good lyrics. We've got some good lyricists. Is that a word? I think it is. I should check it out. Actually, Jackie, do you wanna come in? I've got I do have an argument, right? But I want to put it into the bust of advanced simplicity. And to do that properly, I think it needs a lyricist to be able to place it. It's just going to be a spoken word argument, but it needs to be made rhythmic, let's say. And yeah, there's quite a few people around here, so we can have a discussion about that. I've already got the voice actor sorted for it. And I've already know how to do the video and all that once I get my video editor sorted. So, yeah, some nice arguments coming, very simple arguments, and actually we've had some good trips out talking to people. So if you want to know the hottest arguments, the dangerous arguments though, right, they'll leave you not being spoken to. So if you think you can handle that sort of an argument, come in. Thank you very much. Yeah, come on in. I'll let everybody know in the break what I want to do with the advanced simplicity. I want to do a few different mixes of that, of which this argument being the first one, based around Bedford levels, 6 miles. So yeah, that'll be good. And anything else? There's loads of stuff been going on. Do you want to have a look at this stuff in the Agents Live, right? We've got this one. I'll put this in the anybody tell us what this is? Let's see what the team think of this. You see that in the live chat? What's that?
Yes, again. So
What's it look like?
Equipotential angle of adjustment.
It looks like the beginnings for me of Jesse Gordon formulating his own RBD face. I knew there was somebody else capable of doing it. That's how it starts. RBD face. Differential leveling on the globe. Starts off with a sloping horizontal.
Disco ball.
Mm-hmm.
Approaching the disco ball paradox. Oh my god.
So that's Jesse Gordon. So we can keep. I've got this one. I'm going backwards through them, so quickly. Right, so this guy here, EMBO. See that? He puts level horizontal plane. A plane perpendicular to the direction of gravity on or near the surface of a celestial body. In geophysics, the level is distinguished as a plane, and the surface perpendicular to the direction of Earth's gravitational field, called the geoid. In phraseological combinations, e.g., sea level, zero level, reference plane for measurement of the height of various points on land. So I asked, are you sure level's a plane? Did you mean to post that? So this is what we have. Where did anybody within this definition, did anybody curve a plane because of the injection of a word? Because it makes it very clear. A horizontal plane, a plane perpendicular. Is there any other magic words that can make you bend or curve those planes in that statement? What they're thinking about.
I have a word that could do it. How about model affliction? Well, that's two words.
This is a phraseological combination.
Yeah.
Two words. Yeah.
There are two words within there that make you. I don't know. I don't know whether you do. I can't. It doesn't happen with me. I see horizontal plane and a plane perpendicular, and that tells me everything I need to know about this plane. Right? I can't go further down the definition, see another word and go, oh, that obviously means a plane isn't a plane anymore. Just doesn't happen. So you can only deal with grammar and the understanding of that. Now, if there's something in your mind that tells you you have to go against that grammar, we were talking about a horizon and how the horizon is horizontal. And somebody said, it's a circle. And I said, a circle? And he said, yeah, a horizontal circle. And I said, are you sure it's a horizontal circle, the horizon? And he said, yeah. And I went, can you show us? And this is what we got.
Are you sure? These guys are unbelievable, man.
What the hell is
for
that?
laughter now.
What is that?
That's how this guy views the horizon. From, and I say, is he
where the hell is he standing? Is he standing in midair? What is he doing?
Skydiving? Is the question underneath, and he says, I guess. So his
I guess.
view of the horizon is like a downwards vertical view, a plan view of it, right? He doesn't associate it with horizontal. To me, it's ECV, right? Even in his understanding of how he views the horizon.
This is worse than ECV, bro. This is Benny Hill.
Well, no,
Like,
I don't think
really?
it is. It's ECV, right? In his mind, he cannot view the horizon like he perceives it, right? So what he has to do is he has to do this skydiving little stick man in the air, so he can look down then and see the. I mean, actually, anybody spot anything?
This is impossible because
What's the
even
angle at
if
his
you-
eye? Go on, point it out. Go on, somebody say it.
if you are on the plane, for example, you are traveling on the plane, aeroplane, you can see horizon, and this horizon is horizontal. So he is not depicting horizon here. He is depicting just orthographic view from, let's say, from aeroplane, looking downward. So this is not how we see horizon, and this is not what we name horizon. So this is direction is wrong because it has to be horizontal direction. So like looking forward or left, right, whatever, but on horizontal plane. So and he is now looking downward. So this is not horizon.
There you go. Somebody want to have a go at that for us? Go on.
I have no clue. This is where I try not to put myself in.
What are those two
What is
lines?
he trying to do? Perspective? Well, what is this?
Come on, what are those two lines?
Angle? He's trying to do an angle here. What's he trying to do in the
No,
air? This is nonsense.
yeah, I'm pointing out that angle, right? I want to get this in everybody else's minds working. Those two lines there, what are they?
There's something that forms an angle.
Geometrically, what are they called?
Two straight lines meeting at the vertex. So.
And they're just touching the circle at one point and one point only. What are they called?
Oh, tangents.
Right.
You want two tangents.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do we call where two tangents meet? What do we call the angle where two tangents meet?
Nothing, because that doesn't happen.
That doesn't. Yeah.
Potential angle of adjustment. Come on, guys, it's right there. It's
See, I
in
can't
nearly
play- I can't
every
play that game.
picture.
I cannot play that game.
It's a
That's
perceived
a
horizontal.
fantasy.
It's the angle between the two perceived horizontals where they meet.
See, we can
Potential angle of adjustment.
We can go into La La Land and
Mhm.
penrose ourselves, but yeah, right.
Benny Hill
Listen-
makes more sense for those of you old enough to know Benny Hill. What, as he said, Benny Hill makes much more sense. I mean, serious sense, not even comedy sense, like serious sense. Like if you were watching Benny Hill as a drama, that makes more sense than this.
Yeah. This is WS stuff. This is Ruhif. This is where he got this. This is,
No, that's a
Wow.
delve in somebody's mind, right? So
Yeah.
affected by the model is he that he's drawing pictures of a horizon, which is obviously horizontal, from a vertical viewpoint, like a plan view. Without knowing it, puts the equipotential angle of adjustment in his picture. It's fascinating, I think. You know, like when we were talking earlier about the philosophy. Well, the philosophy delves into psychology. And that's what I've been dealing with, is this idea of how you can imagine something. Because this is what people have to imagine. You can't get
does
away
that
from
look
it.
familiar?
Yeah.
Look at what I posted. Yeah.
That's his circle, though, right? That's the circle. That's the horizontal circle that he imagined. Is that one that he drew there?
Yep.
It's not
They're
a
in
circle.
fantasy La La Land.
Yeah, he's just drawn a big cone.
Yep. And look where he puts himself at, in the air. It's like I don't know. I'm at a loss of words.
Well, you talk to these people every day, day in, day out. And I don't know. Depends on the questions you ask them. I mean, everybody's the same, right? You can be talking to people normally and then ask them one question and they can seem to go a little bit angry and, change, but due to this one question that gets asked. The wrong question, normally. Or the wrong question to them. Because some questions don't have answers and some people don't like saying that they don't have an answer. It's okay, though. We are going to be jumping into Discord. And yes, Rob, if you want to have a intro, we'll go. I'm going to do another Buster song on the way back out again. So, anybody else got anything they want to add before we're getting into the philosophy night? Click the link on Discord, and we will see you in Discord in a couple of minutes when this is done. Join us tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know whether I'll be around, whether my PC might go into the shop. I don't know just yet. So, hopefully see you tomorrow. We'll be doing much more of this sort of stuff. Jump into Discord. See you there.
Let me give you an analogy. And I already have the idea in my mind. Existence must be necessary to the idea.
Advanced simplicity takes hold. You'll find the truth from things of old.
I have an idea in my mind. I have an idea in my mind that a triangle exists. The idea in my mind. But the angles of a triangle do not add up to 180 degrees. Think about it. I have an idea in my mind that a triangle exists. But the angles of a triangle do not add up to 180 degrees. What's the conclusion?
We are on the road, suspending judgment until the truth is known.
Think about it.
You will find peace within, in the midst of all these troubled souls.
I have an idea in my mind. What's the conclusion? You don't know what a triangle is. Or you're flat out contradicting yourself.
Advanced simplicity takes hold.
You're flat out contradicting
You'll
yourself.
find the truth from things of old.
You don't know what a triangle is. Or you're flat out contradicting yourself. Just as it is necessary for a triangle to have 180 degrees. What's the conclusion? You don't know what a triangle is. Or you're flat out contradicting yourself. Think about it. It is necessary for a triangle to have 180 degrees. That is a necessary property of triangularity, triangleness.
We are on the road, suspending judgment until the truth is known.
Think about it.
You will find peace within, in the midst of all these troubled souls.
Therefore, the fool is in a self-contradiction. He violates the principle of non-contradiction.
There's no end game in mind.
Therefore, the fool
It's only the truth that we seek to find.
violates the principle of non-contradiction.
There's no end game in mind.
The fool,
It's only the truth that we seek to find.
therefore, the fool is in a self-contradiction. He violates the principle of non-contradiction. He simultaneously says, I have an idea of God, and then I don't have an idea of God.
Everyone must see it for themselves.